Welcome to Activations with JJ Energy Update for the week of October 11th, 2021. Greetings, all my dear friends and soul family. I'm so thrilled to have you with me this week for our energy update. I love it when you come to co-create, and whether you're here this actual week or here another week, it doesn't matter, because this energy update and this activation will be right for you at this moment in time. I have to say, and even though I say this a lot, as you know, this week has definitely been a whirlwind for me. There's been a lot of shifting and changing going on with regards to the collective and with Gaia. I feel a lot of kind of galactic shifting going on, things that extend beyond this planet. And I've been doing a lot of work on behalf of those two things, the collective, Gaia, and actually even, I think, on more of a planetary level. I don't know about you, but I just sometimes feel like there's stuff going on at night, and I don't always ask, but you can find out if you're doing things at night, if you're astral traveling, or if you're doing light worker stuff at night, or fulfilling some of the duties that you have. I think many people who come to me and they say, I don't know my purpose, and they come to me to channel information about that, I usually bring through their higher self. And it's always true that they are doing something. They always are. It's really a lot of stuff that they're doing at night and things that they're unaware of that they're doing. They're sort of living their regular daily life, but they're also doing something else at the same time. A lot of people on the planet right now are sent here to grid. And so all they have to do is just exist. Honestly, all they have to do is just hold space on the planet. If you've been feeling like you kind of just want to know and you're not sure what you're doing and you want some validation on that, I would love to book a session with you to help you get a little bit more peace of mind about it. In addition to that, I've had a whole bunch of people come to me lately who are about ready to take the next step in their progression and in their ascension. And there's always some kind of activation that we do. I feel drawn to do, actually. Their higher self will usually take them through some kind of activation. And it's not to be seen like something you have to do. Like, I don't want it to feel like almost like a religion, like, oh, we're going to set rules on how you get to ascend. But it's always vibrational. It's always vibrational, and that is a law of the universe, the vibrations. I don't know, I haven't really gone into channeling a ton about the laws of the universe. You can read a whole bunch of stuff about the laws of the universe in other different publications that have been channeled, like The Law of One by Ra. I know that's a big one. The thing is that everything runs on vibration. And so if you talk about even, it's almost like the law of quantum physics and vibrations and things, they're always telling me there has to be attunements created in order for a person to shift in vibration. There has to be energy calibrated. There has to be precise things done in order for us, especially on this planet, for our physical bodies, even though they are raising in density, all the cells in our body are raising in density. We need to go through certain calibrations. You can do this on your own. You can do this out in nature. You can do it through meditation, through movement, through different things that you intuit you need to do. But one of the things that you feel drawn to do may be actually just having a session with me. And so if you do feel drawn, I recommend you hop on over to the website, Activations with JJ, and you'll see a tab to book a session. And I do a couple different kinds of sessions. There are the 60-minute sessions. Usually that's just with an activation, but if you feel like it's going to be a little more heavy duty, and I've had most people just kind of intuitively know that they need more time, I did open up a spot for 90 minutes. And one of the reasons I did that, there's a couple, but one of them is for past life regression or parallel life regression. Usually you need more time. And secondly, I've had some people book the 90-minute session because they felt drawn to, and I felt that the reason why is because during our session, we needed to pause a little bit more to let the energy integrate. And so the pace that we go, your guides will usually set. And so if you feel drawn to do one or the other, there's always a reason every single time. without doubt, there is always a reason. So thank you so much for just co-creating today. And also, I really appreciate those of you who are liking the videos, commenting on the videos, and subscribing to the channel if you're listening on YouTube. Also, if you're leaving a rating and a review, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts. If you're traditionally a Spotify listener, because I know I have a lot of you listening on Spotify, I would love it if, as kind of an energy exchange, you would hop on over to the YouTube channel and just subscribe or like if you haven't done that yet. I really, really express my gratitude to all of you who are helping to spread this through liking and subscribing, because the algorithm will put it out to more people if there are more people listening and liking and interacting with the podcast. Something really fascinating that came to me just this week is that every time someone listens to the podcast and listens to an activation, it's not only for the good of the person listening to it, but it's expanding the vibration that I'm putting out in the podcast. It's expanding across the whole entire planet and gridding on the planet. I have listeners all over the planet, and I just can see in my mind this grid forming as they're activated and as the vibration of the podcast is put out into the airwaves of the world, how much it's really exponentially helping the shift and helping Gaia. And so as you do, again, as you listen and as you share with other people, this is just expanding the work in a way I don't think I can even grasp. But I do know I had that little inkling of a feeling that that's what was happening. So thank you again. I just really express my gratitude for that. This week, I'm feeling a lot of angelic presence, and it's been really super interesting because I have not channeled angelic presence for quite a long time. If you look back at my energy updates, and by the way, it's kind of a fun thing to go back and look at all of my podcasts and see all the different energies and interdimensionals that I've brought through. But I haven't channeled an angel for a while. And this week, I felt that there was a lot of angelic energy coming through, that kind of like a veil was really being opened. A veil was being kind of removed, and that there was going to be a lot stronger angelic presence on the planet. I could go into that at this moment, but I'm not going to go too much into detail because there's a lot behind that. For those of you who kind of know a little bit about maybe some of the biblical history, even though that's not all accurate, there's a lot of symbolism in there, especially with the beginnings of the planet. And so you'll have to think about that for those of you who are kind of drawn to do so. I definitely think that there's some things in Genesis that are symbolic and that have to do with what happened at the beginning of this planet as far as the presence of the angels and what the intention of this planet was, and then what happened. And as we know, at the highest level, what happened on the planet was meant to happen. It was part of the experience and expansion that the beings who are here wanted to have. But on a different level, there was some kind of chaotic stuff going on, even though that's not really what the planet was necessarily intended for. So as we finish this cycle, which is really, I feel like what we're doing, we're closing a circle. The beginning is the end, and the new and the old become one. I'm going to channel Archangel Michael today. And Archangel Michael holds a template. And for those of you who are ready to receive this template, I believe that this will also be an activation. So I'm going to set the intention that we will not only channel information for us as we are going through the ascension process, as we are light workers and gritters, but what we will also be able to receive a template for our light bodies and for new steps in the human evolution, ones that bring us back to the old, honestly. So let's go ahead and settle into a mode of receiving. And as you set your intention, you may say in your mind, I allow myself to connect with Archangel Michael and receive this message of my own free will. Olanaya, 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 Olanaya. Greetings, my dear ones. I am here to connect with you energetically, to transmit a template which has long since been withheld from this planet because it was vibrationally incompatible with this planet, yet a template which the ancients were very, very familiar with. In fact, there always came a time in a human being's life, a rite of passage, you might say, when this template was received. The young people would come forth in a special ceremony. Therefore, at this time, I wish to bring back to the planet the proliferation of this template. Much of this will be done through light language and through geometric sacred symbols that will be given to you through your third eye and crown chakra. So I do invite you to open those to receive. O lo lo la lo 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 lo. Alo lo 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 lo. Habu ulani, habu unai. O lo 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 lo. O lo 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 lo. Habu unai. I gather the ancient ones, those who also carry this template, to encircle you in their vibration, to encircle you in this rainbow of colors, this rainbow of life, a rainbow bridge which was spoken of by the ancients, a form of transmitting a template that will bring forth a new age, a new era, yet an old age and an old era, for this is both resurrection and rebirth for the planet. At this moment, I spread my wings over you, forming a complete dome as you sense being encircled by the ancients and also sheltered by my wings. We invite you to open, soften, and relax your body, surrendering to the sacred geometry, the colors, the shapes, and the vibrations which we are transmitting at this time. Allow your body to be taken up. Surrender to the lift, the levitation. We now initiate the spinning, the cycle, the circle. May you allow the rainbow of colors to permeate in, through, and around your body, dear one. And the arc to rise above and beyond your body, to encase you in the sacred prism of light. Open, soften, and relax. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Take a deep breath. And begin to settle your body back into Gaia, back into the flesh, as you represent the new human. And so it is. As you begin to come back, I just want to thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful experience with the Archangel Michael, with the ancient ones, the Rainbow Bridge. I do encourage you after this activation to quiet your body, to drink a lot of water. And also, if you feel like you need additional time with the activation, I will include the light language and probably the entire activation in a separate YouTube video that you can listen to that will be longer and allow you to integrate better. As always, The divinity within me honors the divinity within you. Namaste. And so it is.